our owners only monthly market update. And I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of some, I don't even want to know if they're bad news because there's opportunity in every market. But we've got 3 numbers I need to share with you that might stop you in your real estate tracks.
Yeah, and a new type of use for an old program that's coming back around again you might be interested in.
My favorite loan program of all time, as a matter of fact. Let's do this. Okay, gang, so first, I want to introduce you. So just under the video right here, I think it's the 3rd box over on the right-hand side, there's a little click you can do, which gets us over to Atos. Atos is like a nationally recognized data dealer, and you'll see this over there. I got this printed out here. I want to read this to you because, man, if this isn't the precursor of this eye of the market storm that we're in right now, I don't know what it is. So this is what the big brains in the room say. The market in the 901 has been cooling over time and prices have plateaued down for a while. Despite the consistent decrease in MAI, that's the market action index, which, by the way, we're actually down 9 points. That's the biggest jump I have seen since I've been watching our little neighborhood in the 901 for a long, long time. So now we're in the seller zone. We're still a strong seller-sided market, but it is precipitatingly falling fast. It's like, boom, chunks are being knocked off. We're getting close to that homeostasis, that buoyancy of being, an equalized market right now, which is going to have its own implications. If that MAI resumes its climb, prices will likely follow. That's what we're talking about rates, right? So we'll watch that. But if the MAI drops consistently and falls into the buyer zone, watch for the downward pressure on prices. So here's what's happening right now, okay? Again, I called this the eye of the storm right now. So if you look inside our little zip, and yeah, we're anomalous from the zip, but also we trend up there, right? Because you got to want to get up to Alpine if you're hanging out either with the rest of the zip or inside the gates. Right. We're down 26% on new listings. We're down 36% on pending sales. Yeah. So like not only are new homes not hitting the market, but even at a greater rate, they're not even getting into contract. And then we're down 60% in closed. Yeah. So even less people are actually finally slapping the table and stroking that check. We're up in sales price though still, which is amazing. It's like we're still resilient. We made another almost 15% in median price year over year. Wow. And percent of list price is dropped down a little bit. So the market's softening a little bit and sellers are trying to chase to find where the buyer's market is. So all of this is to say, gang, is this the moment? Right? Like on both sides. Like as a buyer, if you don't hit it right now, are you going to lament that because if rates go down, the market's going to take back off? Or if you're a seller and you're watching all this fall, and you want to do something maybe in the next window of 3 to 6 to 12 months, are you going to wish you would have punched out now before your value continues to erode? It's an interesting moment.
Those are incredible stats because it is kind of a pivotal place where you have to make a decision, right? And so the conversation that we're having right now with a lot of people is the use of a HELOC. So you remember these, right? This has been around for a while. Home equity line of credit. It's a line of credit based on your equity. So what a lot of folks do who are thinking about maybe making a move and they want a transitional utility is you can get a HELOC, pull out some of that equity that you're talking about with these price gains that are out of control.
It's the one win we have.
Take some of the spread, use that as a down payment for your next spot without having to sell first and then buy. There's also some really incredible utilities if you don't plan on selling. Get some of that equity out where you don't have to touch that first. Yeah. And then, of course, there's real important pros and cons of this. There are some dangers in using a HELOC that you want to be aware of. Make sure you're talking to somebody that you trust before you pull one of these things because it can be really detrimental if you don't do it right.
And what does all this mean if it doesn't actually get distilled down for meaning for you? Gang, that's what we're here for. Your friends, your neighbors, actually inside the gates. This RPV only conversation can happen either over a phone call or we're actually holding court and doing online meetings as well for folks that are interested in learning a little more about this. So be comfortable hitting us up so we can make sure we help and get that clarity for you.